Let's start with Ben Bulge from the LA Times.
Hey, Brittain, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, Ben?
Good. Hey, good. You guys obviously had a really good run game the first 2 weeks, and then last week it got taken away a little bit. Can you tell us your perspective on what happened in that game and how you get back to the first 2 weeks of success the run game had?
Yeah, basically we just got to reevaluate ourselves, just execute better when our number is called. The mindset that we want to have coming back in for this week is just run hard, run the plays right over and over again until we get it down pat. Keep giving our 100%, just keep on rolling so we can roll into another win.
So if they stack the box like Fresno did, you guys feel like you'll have a good counter ready for that?
Yeah, we know that Chip Kelly's going to have a good game plan for us going in there. I think we still want to run the ball as much as we can, and we're going to try and execute the Chip Kelly plan and keep that thing going.
Thank you.
Let's go to Tony Siracusa from Last Word.
Hey, Brittain.
What's going on, Tony?
Hey, so you talked about executing better. Was it more an execution issue on your guys' end, or was it more something Fresno State did to stop the run?
I think we didn't have a lot of chances with the ball going into that game. We had a game plan, and if we had the ball a little bit more, then we probably would have got more into our run game and everything. But it just didn't turn out that way. So that's why I guess we're sitting here talking about the run game. But I don't think we're going to be changing much. We're going to be sticking with the game plan.
So then going into the Stanford game, then you're confident that a similar game plan can have a shot at success.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna keep running the ball. We had a good practice today, good Tuesday practice. So we've been stacking days, and I think we're all gonna be playing real hard out there. Just want to show everybody that, just a little misstep, and we're gonna be good to go coming Saturday.
And Stanford looks to be a pretty physical team. Is that what you've seen on film?
Yeah, they're always physical. Coach Shaw's teams are always, brute force and coming downhill, big backers, nothing we ain't seen before, nothing we haven't played against. So we're going to be ready to up the physicality as much as they do.
All right, great. Thanks for your time.
Go to David Woods from Bruner Park.
Hey, Brittain, how you doing?
How you doing, David?
Good. So as a transfer yourself, who adjusted well coming into this offense last year, what's been your impression of just how Zach has transitioned into this offense this year?
He's been doing a great job. He's been doing everything that coaches asked him to, exceeding expectations, running the rock hard, bursting, scoring touchdowns. So he's doing everything we need him to do. So it's going to be great to have him through all these games, and we're going to, it's just only going to help us win even more.
Is there something about this offense that makes it, I don't know, not easy to transition into, but welcoming for kind of transfer newcomers?
I think they do a really good job of teaching us the offense. I think Coach Foster helps us a lot, just kind of putting it in his own words. And then, they don't ask us to do much. It's really downhill running a lot of the time. And just run behind our O-line, just ask for the crease, and they get us right. So let's keep running behind them big boys. We're doing good.
Thanks, Brittain. Appreciate it.
Oh.
Go to Sam Connon from SI.
Hey, Brittain, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, Sam?
Good, thanks. So last year against Stanford, and you put up 218 yards on the ground, but you guys lost. It was kind of a heartbreaker, that double overtime game. How much do you remember from after that game, and is that something that you kind of want to carry into this game?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember how I felt during that game. It was terrible afterwards, and I really wanted to win that one for the boys, and it was the last game of the season. So I know we were all playing our hearts out, but it's a new year, new team, new squad. Got a lot of faces that came back, so we're ready to start hunting and start going back at it. Just it's not the fact that it's because of that game that we want to play hard. It's just Stanford's the next game up, so I think we're ready to turn back up and get a W.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Any other questions here for Brittain? Yeah, let's go to Rick Kimbrell from Brittain.
Hey, Brittain.
Hey,
Kind of piggybacking on Sam's question, because you did have an outstanding game against Stanford a year ago. What did you guys do specifically in that game that allowed you to have such a fantastic game? And are you going to be able to do it again? And what do you have to do it again?
yeah, it's basically just we're gonna have to win the physicality match. Like someone said earlier, Stanford's a physical team, so I think running the ball downhill is gonna be good for us. And I think second half of that game, I probably had 20 carries in the second half. So just trusting in the run game and just keep running hard, basically.
Are you one of those running backs that gets stronger with each carry?
I think so. I think that's kind of part of my repertoire. But yeah, over time, defense gets tired and they don't want to keep seeing a bruiser keep hitting him in the mouth over time. So I think, yeah, you could say that.
Well, good luck having a duplicate performance, but a different outcome with the win on Saturday.
Appreciate you, Rick.
You betcha, buddy.
All right. Looks like that's the last of our questions. We'll wrap it up. Thanks for your time, Brittain.
All right, appreciate you.
All right. We're now joined by Sam Marrazzo. Again, if you have any questions for Sam, please hit the raise hand button at the bottom of your screen.
Hi, can I just say something real quick first before we get questions?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so not really football related, but one of my close friends on the team, someone you guys know really well, John Gaines. A couple of years ago, his father was diagnosed with kidney cancer, and luckily he beat it. But in the process, he lost both kidneys, so now he's on dialysis every twice a week. And even when he comes out to watch John play, he has to get it out here. So I just kind of wanted to get that out. I talked to John about it. Just kind of get that out there. Hopefully get some just press around it. It's a great story. John's been here every day through the whole thing, battling through it. And he's a great guy. And I just feel like just to get that story out there and hopefully help his dad out a little bit in the process. So that's it.
All right. Thanks for that, Sam. We'll take our first question here from David Woods from Bruin Report.
Hey, Sam, thanks for saying that.
Yep.
What, just in light of that, what's been your impression of just how John has performed, especially the last 2 years, but even this year when you were out taking the snaps at center and stepping in there?
Yeah, so John has always been one of those guys. Ever since he's came in, we've been really close. I feel like we've almost developed together. He's always been one of those guys that's coming every day, no matter what, and just grinded everything, giving it all he's gotten. And he played really well, to step in there. He's played center before. He had to play center a little bit for me last year, but coming in and playing full games at center, I think he did really well. And I think it was really good for the team. He was able to give a lot of security to the O-line, and I think he just, he did his job. So it was great seeing him.
And then for you, personally, first game back, how did you feel out there, and how do you feel you performed?
Yeah. I felt good. I would have felt better if it ended a different way, but I had a lot of fun being out there with my teammates, just enjoying the game. That clutch drive in the fourth quarter, going down and scoring a touchdown, I haven't really had that feeling of football, in a long time. So that felt really good. I kind of exhausted myself on the sideline a little bit after that, but yeah, I feel like there's still obviously things I need to work on. There's still a little rust I need to dust off, but I'm excited going into Stanford. I'm excited about the week of work the whole line and the whole team has put in this week.
When you were looking at the film from the Fresno State game, obviously the run game didn't really get going. When you were watching it, was it mostly a matter of Fresno State stacking the box, or were there execution issues? Like, what was your overall take on it?
In like matchup games, like that was like they're a really good team. It really just comes down to who can play at their level, right? So, and I think they just maintained their level a little bit. They executed more times than we did. And at the end of the day, we just have to come out and play our game. And we kind of fell victim to just getting out of hand a little bit. We only had like 20 minutes of total offense, I think. So yeah, we just need to come in this week. That's been the main emphasis, is just playing our game, executing what we need to execute, and not worrying about anything else.
Awesome. Thanks, Sam. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Go to James Williams from SoCal News Group.
Hey Sam, how are you?
Good. How you doing, James?
Doing pretty good. Do you mind just telling us a little bit about your rehab process and what that was like, and then also what do you think you maybe have learned about yourself through that process and being able to watch the game maybe from a different perspective while you were kind of sidelined there for the first 2 games and just throughout fall and spring?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about like the injury itself, but in terms of rehab, honestly, it was a grind. You know, there was some days where, especially during spring ball, after spring ball, where I didn't want to rehab. I just didn't want to do it. But you know, my trainer Steve has always been great to me. He's been my trainer ever since I've been here. He's really pushed me and helped me through the process. Jeremy, like our head PT guy here, has done a great job making sure that I was taking the steps necessary to come back. And then in terms of like taking a different look on football, it was interesting, you know, in spring ball, especially when I was really just like a you know, kind of a coach on the field helping the younger guys and signaling. It was interesting to see the plays from that perspective over a long period of time, not just like while the twos are in, but I think it gave me a deeper appreciation for the offense as a whole. You know, I think I understand more outside the box stuff, and I try to understand what Dorian, Dorian's on a different level, but trying to understand what he does and how he operates. Yeah, so it was really cool, and I think it helped me progress, even though I was obviously not able to practice.
Awesome, thank you.
Yep.
Let's go over to Ben Bolch from the LA Times.
Hey, Sam.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. Hey, so following up on what you said to start off, is there anything people can do to help? Is there, I don't know if there's like a transplant list if that's necessary, or people can get on that, or is it, what can people do?
Yeah, so as far as I know, his dad is on the organ transplant list right now. And I don't specifically know how that works, if like people can volunteer or like to see if there are matches for him. I just know that it's been a real strain on their whole family, you know, having to go into get dialysis and all that stuff. And John's just really fought through this whole thing. So I just thought it was a good idea to get the story out there, and then hopefully that can lead to some opportunities for them.
Okay, and on a lighter note, talking about opportunities, have you made your TikTok Sam's Club video yet?
I did. I DM'd them on Twitter. They told me to make a TikTok, which wasn't really going to bode well for me considering I had 17 followers and they were all guys on the team. But I made a short little video and have not heard a response. So they have, I mean, what's her, I don't know her last name, but the girl in gymnastics from here, they already have a UCLA rep, I guess. So I guess I'm out of luck.
Have you shared that TikTok publicly yet?
Yeah, it's on it's the one post on my TikTok. You know, it has, I think right now 17 likes from the 17 followers I have. But I should have really bought in like some of the other guys in terms of social media a couple of years ago if I would have had the forethought to think about these NIL deals. But it's rough out there.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, let's go to Sam Conant from SI.
Hey Sam, how's it going?
Good. How you doing? We could do like a dual TikTok deal, you and me.
Yeah, I'm down. I tagged them in a tweet and they responded, even though I did it as a joke. So
There we go.
But you were talking about kind of being a coach during practice on the sideline. We saw you during the spring, just kind of following your guys around. What was that experience like? You said it helped you get a better understanding for the team as a whole, but how is that kind of transitioned as now you're kind of getting back on the field for real now with that experience in your back pocket?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think the best way, or at least what I've heard in the past, is like you don't really understand something unless you can teach it, right? So I thought I had a good grasp of like scheme and like I mean, obviously I still have to work on a lot of technical stuff, but just schematically, I think it really helped to be able to like take the young guys. Like Thomas came in the spring, right? Like just kind of working with him just to get the playbook down, like not so much technique wise, because you know that's Coach Fry obviously does a great job of that, and I feel like I'm a little out of my league trying to coach that. But just like the playbook, I think it really helps me to be able to bring the young guys in, kind of show them like how this works, like what, you know, six-man protection is for guys that came out of high school just running like gas protection the whole time. And yeah, it really, I don't want to be a coach at the college level, but it helped me really get an appreciation for the offense.
Great. Thanks, Sam.
Yep.
All right. Any other questions here for Sam? Yeah, let's go back to David Woods.
Sorry, it begs the follow-up. Why don't you want to be a coach at the college level?
Okay, so I did want to be a coach at the college level my freshman year. Like they even asked that in team meeting. I raised my hand up high. I was naive. And it was a Sunday night one time, not even during season. And I was coming on campus. I think there was something going on in Kirkhoff or something. And I was coming on campus, and then I was going back to my dorm, and it was like 9:30. And I saw Coach Foster leaving the facility at like 9:30 on a Sunday. And I was like, yeah, maybe I'll like volunteer at like my high school or something, like coach the O-line, but I don't think I can do that kind of time commitment. Yeah.
I respect that. All right. Thanks, Sam. Appreciate it.
Of course.
All right. I think we will wrap it up there. Thanks for your time, Sam.
All right. Thank you.